Hi, my name is Paula, and I just want to give you a little bit of my testimony. I haven't always looked like this. It started when I was a child. You know, I grew up in a family that we went to church, we served the Lord, but you know, God has plans for your life, but the devil has plans as well. And when I was in my mid-teens, I started using drugs, started off with weed, and it escalated to crack cocaine. And I had a habit serving, selling drugs, using drugs. You know, every day it became a part of my life. I also knew God, but I also knew this was how I lived. And so I used drugs from the age of 17, and I would do crack cocaine, like I said. My life was just so messed up, so out of whack. I had children. You know, I have 3 children from 3 different fathers, and I continue to use, you know, I would always say when I would take my kids to like a PTA meeting or conference at their school, I would wear shades or sunglasses because I didn't want people to know I was high. I couldn't function doing anything unless I was high. And when I wasn't high or didn't have the drugs, it consumed my life to get more, you know. And so I continued to use crack cocaine, but I knew God had me. Pray. Even I was sitting in my bed sometimes and be smoking drugs and watching TVN or the network of Christian preaching. And so I continued to use. That led me into selling drugs. That led me into going to county jails, and that led me into going into the penitentiary. And when I went into the penitentiary, I went there 2 times. On the 3rd time, I was running from the law. They had bounty hunters looking for me, but God had already told me, He said, this time it's going to be different. You know, because people say you're tired of being tired, but it's not something you say, it's something you feel. And I was tired of being tired. Plus, I knew that there was a life after this one, and I did not want to die and go to hell. So finally, eventually, after a long sprint with running, probably about 15 years of drug abuse and drug usage, I got arrested finally. And that's when my life started changing. So from there I got out of prison, you know, and usually I would go to jail and I would hit those gates and I would leave Jesus right there at the gate. This time Jesus came with me. And I went into the program, was able to take my son there to the program, and God continued to open doors for me, and I'm here today, thanking God. He gave me a scripture, Jeremiah 29:11. He said that He knows the plans He has for me, plans for success, and not for suffering, to give me a future and a hope. And God has done just that. He's been a rock. He's been my everything, and I just encourage you, if you just let go and let God have His perfect way, you'll have a beautiful testimony to share as I do today.